Hey guys, good morning everyone. It's 12:08 in the morning. It's August 11th, 2020. But what we are going to review tonight is for the August 10th performance. So you may treat this as a pre-open for the August 11th market day, right? Now, I will have to discuss the stocks that you guys have requested. And let me go ahead and share to you guys the comments that you have dropped into my comment section. Thank you guys for participating. And of course, Samuel over here, very good. You're the supplier of the stocks that we review every day. Good job. So these stocks have already been included on the list. Efren also said, Madam JD, pa-include naman MPI, EEI, AGI. Let me just verify if I have that. Oh, I have to put that. MPI, EEI, AGI is there now. Okay. And he also said, take profit na mi sa lahat, as a last stock na review mo po, 10%. And thanks po. Nice. Although I can't remember the stock you requested the last time. Was it Mac? I'm not sure. Trevor said AGI and FLI. Okay. AGI is there. FLI is there. Also, Ephraim Enriquez requested for MWC, NIKL, and Emperador plus IDC. Okay, we already have that. And Chi Chow wanted to know the status of DMC and SEC. Let's find that out, I guess, as well. And MRPMJ00 said the longer those who choose to stay on the sidelines will pay even higher a year from now. I bought Facebook, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Adobe, Wells Fargo, Twitter, Alteryx, AYX. So, yep, in fact, I'm also trading the US market, guys, and today as we speak, looks like a lot of my stocks are going in the direction I want them to go. So I think US market is starting to become bullish. In fact, I also entered an airline company, and it's now moving significantly. Okay, so if you also would like to trade the US market, guys, just go to eToro. It's very user friendly. I can create a different video about it, but definitely so easy. You can, it's like Investograms as well, but what's different here is you can trade in the platform. There's a social, like a social page where members can share their ideas, and there's also copy trading that's available. So if you're new to stock market and you'd like uh, to stay invested but don't really have the time to trade all by yourself, you can copy some experts. You can copy some traders and they can trade on your behalf, and you don't even have to start with a huge amount. I think $200. That's the only requirement for you to create an account. So that's like 4,900 plus na lang, because the dollar right now is very cheap. Okay, so I'll drop a comment. You can use my link. That's your way of helping Miss JD. So later on in the future, once you create an account, you can also share your referral link so that whoever joins under your link, then eToro will give you some gift. I know it's $50, I believe, $50 if they create an account under your referral link. So if you'd like to create an account, you can just use my link. Okay. Okay, so let us get started. So these are the stocks that I will be prioritizing tonight. And let's talk about the index first. And looks like the index is also heading the same direction. So if I say, because I just said that the US market is also performing great tonight. So I just feel like it's just a domino effect. We're also impacted the same way. So I'm thinking the market is starting to become bullish, and we are currently the 5,800 is the support area, 5,834. I just feel like anywhere from here to 5,900, that's where the stabilization will be at. And the next possible movement is, of course, we are going to cross the MA20 line and start some more bullish actions there. And let us see how this transpires in the individual stocks we are engaged in. Let's start with AC. AC, okay, as you can see, nice rebound over here. We have a bounce. Since it's an area, so just don't mind this part. I see this price level as a consolidation. This became a resistance, and then we managed to break out of that, and we revisited this price level, and we have recovered very quickly. We only stayed in that area for a few days, and now we are bouncing. Okay, so let's just use anywhere from 702 to 708. That's your support level. Your RSI starting to enter the 50 levels, so starting to look attractive there. Okay, your green, which is your MA20 line, is just currently acting as a short-term resistance. So just in case people will take profit, there will be a slight fluctuation from 708 to 730. ACEPH. Alrighty. Okay, let me see here. So it's a doji, and this is very near your resistance. So that means if you'll see another red candlestick tomorrow, probably that would mean people are taking profit and might pull the price down once again, and create a bounce. Let us see where could it possibly drop. Right, do you see that? This is your week's candlestick. It's just the beginning of the week, start of the week, so it's too early to tell, but just in case at any time within the week it drops to the 2.44 level, I just feel like that's already a promising area to start accumulating volume, because let me see, we're actually at the you're very near the resistance level here. The highest point in the 52-week performance is already very near. So just see if the market will give you a chance when it pulls back at the 2.44 level. Okay, so for me, my take here is that when I see a doji very near a resistance, that's when I take profit, and then probably the money that you will get, you can just catch it near 2.44. I just want to quickly bring you guys here. MRC, I entered here very near 22 level. It's 21.90. That was my average, and today I took profit at 24.24. So for instance, I want to, so that's I think around 10% profit, 21.90. Okay, that's near. So that's around 10.42. So I took profit because I saw a red candlestick, so I might just have to catch it again when it retraces. So that's what I was referring to as well when I said for ACEPH, what you can probably check out here, if you're already profitable, maybe you have entered somewhere here during the consolidation phase. What you can do, you can consider locking in some profit, and then if it continues to drop, you can just buy some more. 2.44 is the area I'm looking at right now as a much better bounce level. Or better yet, if you see a breakout around 2.71 level, that's a potential breakout play ahead of you. BDO. Oh wait, AGI first. Let's check out AGI. Very promising movement. Look at this, guys. We have been consolidating, moving just within the support level for 1 week, 5 days straight. Last week we were just moving around 5.42. No significant action. No, the body of the candlestick, as you can see, it's very small. But notice what is glaring here is the increasing volume that happened over the week. And true enough, today is already starting to push the price higher. And what's even better is when we start at around 580, 581, whereby we cross the MA20 line, and that's a much better story because we will potentially have some more movements going up there. And your RSI starting to approach the 50 level, so once it does, then that could be a good story. BDO, we also had a drop in BDO today, so I just feel like it will just go back to the 85 again, 85 level. That's fine. Third, retested your, so you already had your triple bottom over here, and then it pushed the price higher. True enough, there was a bounce, but it's just that the MA20 line is very near the location, so people took profit. And I just feel like it will just revisit your previous support and probably stabilize there again. It could be just in a day or two and then push the price higher, or stabilize for several days, moving around 85 peso level. So just hang in there. I think you can still get this at a much cheaper price, accumulate there, and let's just wait for it to ripen, and uh, price will bounce, right? Next one is Emperador. We had a very good outlook as of yesterday, and check this out. So I said, I'll try to recall what I said. So there was I know I mentioned that this was around the resistance level, but two things could happen. If the price could start much higher than that, then you could have a good breakout play. If it doesn't, then if it crosses the MA20 line moving downwards, then that's a different story. But what's nice about what happened was, of course, the fact that the day before was a significant increase in the price. That could mean something, right? And look what happened. There was a gap up, and the fact that this is now part of the index, then it's, a lot of investors are more interested in engaging in this stock, so that's a good one. And August 13, you have a dividend play. Revenue wise, the entire 2019, very good performance. Q2 of 2020, another good performance there. So what I can say is it can push the price higher, guys, right? But if in any case it drops, I still would like to plot this level because especially in this period, good news. There's really good news about the company. So tendency is the stock becomes volatile. So for traders out there, this is really looking good for them. Pure gold. Pure gold also sitting at the resistance level. So just be extra careful because any moment from now, people might take profit and it could give us some retracement. In the meantime, well, if you're a long-term investor, why not? At the moment, you only have a few, talking about risk to reward ratio, your risk is so high against the possible reward. So really your call, but for me, I already find this a little expensive, given that there are a lot of promising stocks as well in the market. But I will not be surprised if a lot of you guys will still be interested in pure gold, because given the situation where in a lot of businesses closed down, SM, pure gold, they're the ones who's really uh, performing really well. And SM, let's take a look at SM. SM, on the other hand, it has already started to take it already is on a decline because people are taking profit. So let us see if it will re-stabilize at this previous resistance. We're now establishing a support in this area, 846. Okay, so your trigger is that area should not break. Otherwise, we might have some more declines. And the next possible drop could be around 800 level, 800.37, around that. Okay. But so far with the green, uh, yeah, it's not outside of the Bollinger Band, because I thought this red candlestick is outside of the Bollinger Band. Looks like it's not. So I just feel like it will just stabilize here first, 846. And SMPH. SMPH is starting to move a little higher. Yeah, so I'd still plot our support in this area just in case people will take profit and bring the price down once again. But I just feel like 28.35 will be respected, considering that for the past months, that price level, whenever that gets hit, there's a bounce that's happening. So I just feel like it will just retest that support and create a much stronger one before it takes off again. 28.35 is our support area. But take note that you also have your MA20 level very near, so that it could also encounter some challenges breaking that level. But if you're a long-term investor, look at the potential of this stuff. There's a big potential. SMPH. URC, this one I like. I just need. Oh, it's so high now. Anyway, just look at it long term, guys. I've been mentioning this. The products they offer are really uh, the products have longer shelf life. So that means if in times like this where you have MCEQ, what's the right term? Anyway, modified quarantine something. People, when they go to the grocery, we would look for uh, food or meals that could last for a much longer period of time, because we cannot easily just go outside and buy. Yeah, our exposure outside is very limited and very controlled. So what I can say here is that given that we're we already have, the area where we are at is currently a resistance level because you had that. But given the foreign buying that happened today, I think it'll still, there's still room for the price to move a little higher. Now, that's the nearest. I don't want to plot something that's not that achievable as of yet anytime soon. I'm not saying it will not happen, but I'm saying is what I'm saying is it might not happen anytime soon because people are still on the defensive side. Slight increase in the price, for instance, 10 to 20% increase, people lock in some profit. Just that's just the is how it works nowadays because everything's bit unstable. All right. So that means it could go up and reach 148.25. That's already just 6%, 6.29% increase from where it is at right now. That is if you will enter tomorrow. Let's say it starts 139.70. What if you entered right here? That's a good 23.76 increase from your capital. So there you have it. So it's up to you guys if you want to entertain that opportunity, which is very small, risk to reward, your risk is around 14 against a 6% return, unless you do your cut loss right over here, which is around 9.73. So it's up to you if you want to go and wait for a pullback before you enter. At least you know where the next resistance is at. FLI is the next one. FLI also managed to push the price higher. However, as we go near the MA20 line, there were rejections. Okay, there's a slight rejection that happened there. So I'm just putting MA20 line right now as your resistance area. Okay, so that's 0.90 currently. Another reason why I'm plotting it there, apart from the fact that that's MA20, if you look to the left, there was a consolidation right at the area where I placed the circle. So we might see difficulties breaking that level before it goes up again. Now, if there's a retracement, most likely it will drop at the 0.83 level. So those are your two probabilities. The next is MWC. MWC also, as you can see here at a glance, we have been climbing up very slowly since the month of April. And then right now, it actually started back in July, whereby we crossed the MA20 line going down. So we did drop indeed. And now it is trying to establish that lower high. So again, we have a lower high. Now, if it drops, then two things can happen. Number one, it could just create and stabilize a support at our previous support, which is around here, or it could even break that. Once it breaks that price level, then it's a different story. You will now create a downtrend channel. It might create something like that. Okay, so condition. First condition, if you want to see a breakout play, this has to break the resistance level. This is currently your resistance, following a downtrend channel. This is currently your support following a downtrend channel. So if it retraces, it is still fine if it bounces at the support we have plotted and then continue to move the price higher. But if it doesn't, know that it could drop some more. Okay, so those are your conditions. Next possible drop could be around this area. Well, that's already your, it could bounce at this level, around 11.75, around that. Okay, I saw a resistance here. Next one, it's nickel. Nickel, oh, gap up, and then there wasn't any movement. Okay, no. Body of the candlestick is very small. August 18 is the X date, so there's also a dividend play. Good job here. Just try to monitor the market. This is a stock that traders also like to play, and very active, right? 3,500. What's the news? Just the dividend. But look at that. August, the first one was March, April, May, June, July, August, 5 months. Wow, time flies. Q1 earnings, that's so good. It dropped by 74%. So just be extra careful just in case people would take profit. First area that it will challenge would be 2.69, a possible bounce area. Okay, do you see this? Used to be a resistance, support. So if it goes back there, 2.70 is the nearest. Okay, and then once it touches that level, go ahead and try to observe, see if you are going to bounce successfully at the area. IDC is the next. IDC also, wow, at the very bottom of the chart. So could this be an accumulation stage? Q2 earnings registered a good 19.59 million in revenue, which is a 28.75% increase, and also positive, and another one that's positive ADC. So I think if you believe in the fundamentals of this company, use MA20 line as your entry point. So there's a possibility that it's just going to stabilize there before it goes up. DMC, let's take a look. I thought it's already, oh, no wonder. Okay, do you see that, guys? It's already a third day confirming a decline. Downtrend is not over yet, but because we have established a support right at this area, I'm not going to neglect that. It could possibly just move around that level and then it goes up again. Okay, so there's a bottom here and then another bottom here, and we tested it. So 3.45 that is. SEC as well also dropped big time, and that's triggered by the news. They're no longer part of the index, and so it's pulling the price down some more. And I feel like, yeah, it will just revisit the previous support again, around 8.51. So we managed to move higher and then we are now going back to the support level. So if you have a different stock you're looking at, probably you can go for that first before you enter this, because we still have some more negative sentiment. Oy, more bearish sentiment for SEC. What about MPI? MPI dividend, nice, 0.03, but very small. We had a slight overshoot at the MA20 line. That could have been better, right? Because that could have been a breakout play, a breakout of MA20. But one thing I do not like about the candlestick today is the kind of candlestick that we have. This one, it comes out near a resistance area. That could mean a bearish signal. What do you call that? Shooting star? Here, it could mean a shooting star because that's at very near a resistance area. It was an uptrend, but yeah, it went up, but the kind of candlestick we ended at today is not looking good. So I will first put this 3.20 at the and create a support at that level, because we saw some consolidation here, and when we did a gap up, that could mean it could stabilize at this area first before it goes up again. But I'm not saying it will happen right away, guys. So if it breaks 3.20, then that simply means it negated our outlook, and probably it could drop some more at its previous low, which is around 3 peso level. Next one is EEI. EEI also doing sideways. Let's use MA20 line as our support. There you have it. For some investors, they wouldn't really mind. It's a few cents away. Very constricted Bollinger Band. And mind you, guys, when we start triggering the upper band, prepare for this. Prepare for a significant move like what happened here. It's a significant drop because the first time it started triggering the lower Bollinger Band, see that? It did not stop anymore. So hopefully we are going to have the same pace right over here, push the price higher, and then non-stop movement going up. And the very last is now for tonight. And what we have here is a successful crossover, meaning it managed to go beyond the MA20 line. So that could mean a very promising price level here. So let's use 2.02 as a possible support. You had some consolidation here. It created a support here. It also created a resistance here, and here a support as well. So let us see if it will respect the 2.02 as our support. In the meantime, take a look at that. A lot of potential for this stock to move even higher. Okay? So if your stock is not yet part of the list of stocks I have requested, go ahead and drop a comment so I can prioritize your request tomorrow. Take note, I'm reading all your comments. And in our session today, I even shared some of the comments to you guys. In the meantime, thank you for watching and bye bye for now.